Hey guys, Henry here from Product Creation Formula. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to upload websites into your hosting company. But before we go ahead and do that, I just want to let you know, here at Product Creation Formula, we love to give you tips and tricks to be able to help you create your products quickly and easily. Along with that, we also do product reviews, as well as tips on how to make money online. So if that's the sort of thing that interests you, how about you smash that like button, as well as subscribe and hit the bell icon, so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Okay guys, let's go check it out. Now in this part of the video, I'm going to assume you know how to get to your cPanel area. But if you don't, ordinarily it is usually your URL, or whatever the name of your site is, /cPanel. However, if you can't find it there, you will need to probably get onto your hosting company to find out how to get to your cPanel section. Now this is where we're going to be looking at straight up, and that is the cPanel section in my area here. Now I usually have my hosting with C9 hosting because it is actually run by internet marketers and they know exactly what we're needing. So what I need to do is we'll get started straight away. If you scroll down, if you're in your cPanel area, you'll scroll down and you'll have a look down here until you find the files section. Now yours might look a little bit different to this. What I'm actually doing is I'm going to be bringing up my file manager. So I'm going to click on this section just here. And one of the things you'll discover when you do click in here is that you'll come up with a file manager, but this is where we're going to be doing most of our work. Now what you need to do is scroll down until you get to this area here where it says public HTML. public_HTML. Now something I need to let you know, what we're doing right now is we're going to be creating like a pathway. Now imagine it like this. The URL pathway is kind of like a map for the internet to know how to get to a particular destination. For example, a destination may well be a sales page, or may well be a page in a funnel, or may well be an opt-in page, or something along those lines. So what we're doing is we are literally creating a pathway for the internet to know where to go to get to a particular page on your website. And also with that, I'm going to be letting you know that when you are uploading anything directly to your hosting company, do not leave any spaces between the words that you are putting in. For example, if you have an image that says check mark, and there's a word check and mark, and there is a space between it, you need to make sure you take away that space, or you take away that space and then add a little hyphen across there, so as it is a continuous URL. You do not want to have, say for example, checkmark.png, because it'll come up with all these funky symbols in between to fill up the gap. URLs cannot have a gap. If they do, they usually have a really weird way of formatting it, with end symbols and percentage symbols and things like that, and it's not always easy to know how it's going to format. So best thing you can do is check check hyphen mark, no spaces in between, .png. You can't have anything with a gap at all. If you do, it will just throw the whole thing out. Okay, so let's get started. This was important to say because if we didn't establish that in the first place, then we were going to end up with problems in the future. And I'll be getting lots of people saying, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, yeah, hopefully I covered what I needed to do just there. So let's go to the HTML section. We're going to double click on that. Public HTML, it's public_HTML, no gaps. And what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be scrolling down to this particular folder. I'm assuming you may already have a domain name set up. Now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go down here to Product Creation Success Secrets. I'm just going to double click on that. And as you can see, there are a whole bunch of folders just here, WordPress sites and all that sort of stuff. But that's not going to be a problem for us, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to be creating a separate folder. I'm going to go over here to the top up here, go click folder, and I'm going to be calling this one YT hyphen success hyphen formula. No gaps. And then we're going to go create. Now, as you can see, you got YT success formula right there. And we double click on that, and we're where we want to be right now. So what I want to do is now upload a folder, but before we do, I'm going to create another folder. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go up here, and we're going to hit folder just over here on the left hand side. We click folder, and in this particular case we're going to be calling this one images, and we're now going to hit create folder. What we're going to be doing is clicking on the images folder, and that will take us straight into the images folder. Now what we need to do is hit upload, and I want to show you something very briefly here. What you'll see is part of a pathway. So you'll see product creation formula, product creation success secrets / YT success formula / images. You see how this is creating a pathway for the internet to find out where it's got to go? Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go over and we're going to choose a file out of a folder. So what we're going to do is going to go here, just click on that, and then you'll see that we have images right here. So what I'm going to be doing is, if you open that up, you'll see there's a whole bunch of images. Now I'm going to go back a little bit, and instead of having to grab each and every single one of those images, what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click, and then I'm going to scroll down to where it says send to, and then I'm going to be sending that to a compressed zip folder. So I'm going to click on that so as it creates this folder here, and I'm going to leave it as that, and then I'm going to double click on, I'm just going to click on that and hit open. And what that will do is it will put that into this folder right here. And when it turns green, we now go back over to this tab just here, and we now hit reload. Don't refresh the page up here, just hit reload. And then what will happen is it will open that area up here. Now we just left click on that, and over here at the top right hand corner we'll see where it says extract. We then hit extract, and we extract the folder, and we hit close, and then when we reload the page again, you'll see it has images there. Now we can now literally delete that folder, and we have now gotten rid of the zip folder, so it's not going to be an issue. And we're going to have to open that up, and we can see all the images in there. Let's go back, and we can go back one more space. Now the reason I've done that is because we are now going to go back to the YouTube success formula. This is the area we're going to be uploading our main website into. So we're going to go here, we're going to go upload. Now remembering, the site we previously worked on is this particular site here. We're going to hit save, and this particular site is the one we've been working on. Now one thing I do want to do before I go any further is I want to add a few more things to this particular one. I'm just going to click here, making sure that this box is highlighted. I'm going to go over here to table, go down to table properties. If you watched my video previously about this, you'll have seen me previously do this, and I want to take this up to about 23. So I'm adding an extra 10 slides to this video. I'm going to hit OK. And as you can see, it has now done that. Now I can get hold of these and add this to here, but I'm not going to worry about that right this second, because I have something else I'm going to be doing here a little bit later. So I'm now going to save this, and we're now going to go back over here. Now we're back where we want to be, which is product creation success secrets YT success formula. So we're going to go here, we're going to select file. And in this section, because I had previously called this index 2, it's index2.html. So when we double click on this, it will open that up into this section here, and it will put it straight into this file here. I'm going to grab a second file. In fact, I'm going to grab two more files. I'm going to grab this one here, which is index index2.html.back, B-A-K. So I'm going to grab that one, because I find that if I don't grab that one sometimes, it just doesn't always work. So I'm also going to grab the style one as well. I'm going to grab that and bring that straight into here. And as you can see, that is looking good. So I'm going to now go back over here. We're going to reload this page, and there it is. Now let's go and have a look at what this looks like. Now, first thing I'm going to be doing is, if you notice, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab an image. Before I do, I'm going to go back into this section just here. Let's go to the upload folder so as I can find the pathway that I need. Now the pathway I need is product creation success secrets / YT success formulas / images. Now we're going to copy that, and we are going to place that straight into a text document. And we're going to go there, and there's going to be another / because I know that there is another images folder. And we go / and then this is going to be, once we go https :// we're going to go to the end here, and we will add something else to this file, which will be the file name. So let's go back to this file here. We're going to double click into this one, and we can have a look at, say for example, the check.png. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to go down here to where it says rename, and then I'm going to highlight over the top of that, and then I'm going to go Control C, or I can then right click and hit copy, either or, and then I'm going to hit cancel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to now put that in here, and I'm going to add that to this area just here. Now by rights, when I highlight this and copy this, I should be able to come up with a check mark on my, hopefully, as long as I have not missed a step, there should very well be a check mark image right there. That is the URL for that particular check mark. Now I'm just going to highlight that. I'm going to copy that. Well, actually, I don't have to do that because I've already copied it. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to this page here. Remembering how I said to you that we have these check marks here, and I wasn't going to be placing it just here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to place that one just there. We're going to go over here to the image one, just so you see that there. Insert or edit an image. What we're going to do is we're going to click on that, and this is where you paste your URL for that image. And we're going to be hitting this part here where it says allow an empty alternate text, and then we're going to hit OK. Then what we're going to do is we're going to copy that, and we're going to be placing that down into every single box right here. And the reason we're doing that is because we already have now got the whole thing set up so as it can do this. Now what we're going to now do is I'm going to go to the very top, and we're going to go down to where the wording stops. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this one here, and we're going to go over here. Now we can put the whole thing there, or because I have already copied it, I'm just going to go Control V. Now if we click on that one now, have a look at that, we will notice that it now has the correct location. And the reason we need to do this is so as we can make sure that the check mark is located in the correct spot. Now we'll do this on every single image, and then we will be able to proceed from there. So let's continue on until we have finished. So I'm going to just pause the video until I've done everything I need to do. Okay, now I could just grab all that text and pop it in here, but I'm not going to bother with that right this second. What I do plan on doing though is I do plan on now saving this. It's really important that I save this. So I'm going to hit save, and it will be saved under index2.html. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go back to the cPanel section, and we're going to re-upload that. So before we do that, we have to overwrite it. So we're going to overwrite existing files, and then we're going to select that file, because we know we need the index2.html, and I'm now going to upload that particular one. And I also want to grab the other one as well. So I want to grab the other two, the index2.html back. So we'll do that one as well. So make sure that one's okay. Yep. And then we're going to grab the style in case any of that's changed after I had saved it. So this way we have all of the files there. Now what we need to do is go back over here, sorry, and we need to just reload this file. And we need to go back to where it previously was. And we now reload. It should all be okay. Now, what we need to do is now locate where this file is. So what we're going to do is go to upload. And we know that the location that we want to go to is right here. We copy that. We go back over to that document. Now we're going to be adding something else to this line. And we're going to be calling this one there. And we're going to be going /index2.html. And we're going to be making this one https:// and I'm just going to grab all of that, and that by rights should give me a decent one with at least the checklists. Even if it doesn't show me any other images, it should at least still be able to show me the checklist. So let's just Control V. It will probably be missing a lot of images. Nope. Okay, so something is missing in this. Oh, index. I spelled it wrong. That's my fault. So let's fix that up. Index in the EX. Okay, that's where my fault went. So let's hit enter. Okay, so we have the video that we wanted. We've got the headlines. And as we scroll down, now I was expecting this to happen. I was expecting to not have the image there because the image URL is not pointing to where it needs to be. And as you can see, there's all those check marks that are working beautifully. And there should also be other ones that are not there. So let's now add, for these particular ones, let's now add a URL into each of these images so as it has a location to be able to pick up on it. So everything on the page needs to have a pathway to be found. So let's go back over to here. We'll open that up. Actually, no, we'll go back over to the website. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over to the images folder. So let's go find the images folder. We're going to double click on the images folder. And we're going to go double click on this images folder. And as you can see, each one of these have different names. Now what we're going to do is we're going to click on that one, and we have to go to this first major image right here. And what we do is we click on that image there, and then we go over here to insert or edit an image. We double click, we just click on that, and as you can see, this one is called scene-creator1.html. Did you notice that there's no gaps there? Scene-creator1.html. So that's the one we really need to look for. So when we're here, we get rid of that. Scene creator is the one we were looking for. So down here is scene creator. There we are. So now let's just highlight over the top of that. Now right click and we hit rename, and I'm going to just copy over the top of that. And if we can find where we left that check mark, there it is. All we need to do right now is go to the very end, and you see where it's got check.png. You just delete that check.png, and then you paste that last scene creator 1.png, and then we hit enter. And what will happen is it will bring up this image. Now you want to be able to triple click on this to be able to pick up that entire URL. We're going to copy that, and we are now going to go back to our Word document or our text document, and we are now going to place this one directly underneath it because I want to try and keep all the images together if I can. And this one here is scene create. image. Now this is just me telling me where it is, and I'm going to put a bit of space there so I know where it is, and I'm going to place this directly underneath that, so as I know that that is where I'm keeping that particular image. So go down here. Now let's go and have a look at some more images in that site. Well, before we do, let's go back to this site here. Now that we're here, we click on that image, we go back to this image just here, and now we place, go Control V, and we place that one right there. Now once again, I'm going to allow an empty alternate text. You can add text title if you want to, and alternate text if you wish to, but I'm choosing not to do that. And then we can hit OK. Now if we make sure we hit save, because we want to be able to upload this into your folder. So I'm just going to hit save as index 2, and we're going to say yes. And there's one or two more images we need to consider. Now a bit below here is this one here. Let's click on that and see what the name of this particular one is. This one is medium.png. So let's shrink this down, medium.png. Let's go find where that is in that folder of the image folder. Let's just cancel that. Then we go to medium.png, and we will now go do the same thing here. We will just right click, go down here to rename, highlight over the top and go Control C, or right click and hit copy, either or. And we can hit cancel, and we're going to go find that video, do that again, and we're now going to highlight over the top of this, go to the very end, remove this particular part of the pathway just there, and we now go medium.png, and if we go like that, you'll see it changes images. Triple click here, and we will then be able to pick up this entire URL. Go Control C or copy, and we'll now place this one into this folder here. And I'm going to be calling this one medium image. Go underneath that, and we're going to place the URL right there, so we know exactly what each image is for. We're going to place that down there, and we have one more image to worry about, but before we do that, let's go place this in here. We're going to now go back over to the image section. We're going to be pasting the URL right there. Once again, allow an empty alternate text. We're going to hit OK, and then we're going to go down to the last image, which is the button. This button needs to go in as well, so let's just, okay, so that's the one we need to know. What is it called? Hopefully it's called button. Yes, it is button.jpg. So we'll just shrink that down, and we will now go find that in its folder. And that one is this one right here. Let's just right click here, go rename, highlight over the top of it, Control C, go back to where that image was, and remembering we want to go all the way to the very end, get rid of the medium, keeping the /, and going Control V. You've got to make sure you keep the / because that's really important, otherwise you won't know where that one is. Let's triple click on this so as we can grab all of that entire URL. We'll copy that, and we'll go back to our text document, and I'm going to be calling this one button image. Go down below that, and we'll go Control V. And as you can see, that is now the button image. We want to keep hold of those. Now we want to go back to this particular one here, cancel that, and we want to go back here. Now what we're going to do is do the same thing once again. Go over to the button section. We're going to go Control V, place the pathway right here, the URL pathway, hit that, and then we can hit OK. Now we're now going to save this entire thing. I'm just going to hit save, and then what we need to do is we need to re-upload this back into the previous page. Now what we're going to do is go back to where this area here was. I'm going to get rid of all these other panels just to save a bit of confusion, and then we're going to upload the new index.html2 and these other files straight in here. So let's go upload. Going to go select, And I'm going to overwrite. Before I do, I need to make sure I overwrite this. Go select. And I'm going to go control, click on that one, click on that one, and click on that one. But actually no, it's not letting me do that. So I'm just going to have to do it individually one by one. It's not letting me grab the whole lot in one go. Which is a shame. It would have been easier if we did. But it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to now grab the style. And there we have it. Now going back to this particular one here, we're going to reload this page. Now everything should be right. Now if we go back over here, and if I was to now reload this page, now remembering this image is missing, but let's see what happens once I reload the page. Ta-da! All of a sudden you now have all the images that you want. And they are in the place you want. Now I would never use that button. That button is really rubbish. And of course I've still got more work to do on my HTML page, but this is how you actually do it. And you can put your header in here if you wish to. You can put a header that goes right across the entire page. There's lots of things you can do with this. But yeah, and as you can see, I've decided not to leave a black background there. I've chosen not to put the black background because modern web pages don't usually have that horrible black background that used to be in all the old websites. So by having that removed, you in fact make your website look far more modern. And you want that. So by removing that, it takes away any of the issues. Okay guys, it's now joke time. A husband says to his wife, "Darling, when I'm dead and gone, you'll never find another man like me." His wife looks at him and says, "Honey, what makes you think I want another man like you?" Alright guys, if you like this video, please consider smashing the like button, as well as subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you can be notified whenever we upload more videos. Hey, while you're at it, why not consider sharing? And also leave a comment down below and let me know what you think of this video. Oh, and also, just to let you know, over here is a video that I believe you might enjoy. Down here is a video that YouTube thinks you might like. And over here is an image of an icon that you can click so you can subscribe. Alright guys, thanks for watching and bye for now.